Hi, Steve. Thank you so much for taking out the time to share your experience with other firm owners that might be considering enrolling in our 8-week sales mastery course. I'd love it if you could share where you're at in the country and what services and what kind of firm do you have?
Yeah, so I'm based in the Metro Detroit, Michigan area. So my firm and our services are we specialize in bookkeeping and then fractional controller and fractional CFO services.
Okay, awesome. And what was the biggest challenge that you were having as it related to your sales process, pricing, or anything sales related in your firm before we met?
I think for me, like my biggest problem was I was trying a lot of different things and none of it seemed to be working or sticking. And I
What
didn't really,
solutions did you try but didn't work? If you could be more
uh,
specific.
yeah, let me think really quickly. I mean, I was trying to get people like I would have them sign up for like 15-minute Q&A calls and then do like an hour-long discovery call. And then like if that didn't work, I would change it. Um, kind of like my call process. I was trying to like drive people to my website to schedule calls with me without any like um, I guess diagnostic or any like work on the front end for prep.
Yep.
And I was trying to just kind of wing it and it wasn't working.
And what did you realize, Steve, when it wasn't working? Were you meeting with a bunch of people and no one was engaging your firm? Like, what was the quantifying, determining factor where you realized, like, this is not working. I need to figure something out?
Yeah, I think it was just like crickets all around. Like I would meet with somebody and then I wouldn't hear back from them,
Yeah.
or I wasn't getting a lot of leads to my website to begin with to even have a lot of sales calls and like practice the repetition of it. Um, I just knew that I needed, yeah, a better process
Yeah.
behind everything.
Awesome. So, what had you reach out to the abundant accountant?
I saw your LinkedIn post and then I sent you a message on LinkedIn and then you connected me with Denise, who then called me. And once we had that call, then I signed up and I took the course.
Yeah. And what did you have any initial skepticisms, fears, objections, or like what were your thoughts before you even had that call with Denise or during that call, before you made the decision to engage with us and go through the 8-week sales mastery course?
Yeah, I guess two thoughts that I had at the time was I remember thinking like, okay, maybe this has worked for other people, but it won't work for me, and this is
Yep.
why.
And why?
Or
Well, share why.
why? Because I don't know. I just thought I was getting. Oh boy. Are you able to go around the recording?
Huh?
Are you able to like snip the recording and stuff now that I've got visitors showing up?
Visitors are welcome. We can
Okay,
continue. Yeah, she's more than welcome to stay. Kids are totally fine. That's life, right?
that is life. I thought it wouldn't work for me because just like I hadn't been seeing that traction at all on my end. So I was like, what could be so different about what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And then the other side was like the cost investment piece of it. And I was worried I would not be able to recoup that,
Hmm.
but I did. I did,
I
and I
did,
made
but let's
extra.
let's talk about the thoughts prior because that's usually, Steve, the thing that holds people back, right? Like, is this going to work for me? How could it be any different? I'm smart. I should know what I've been doing, right? Like you have all those thoughts, and then yeah, you have to make a money investment and a time investment. So, what were those thoughts or things that helped you decide to do it anyway and, sign up for our 8-week sales mastery program?
I just thought about it and I knew that like if I didn't change anything of what I was doing, then nothing would change. And I felt like I needed like some expertise to come in and help me and coach me. And
Yeah.
I just thought that if I kept going the way I was going, like nothing would change and I'd just be spinning my wheels continuously. And um now I have a process.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into your process because a lot of people think that sometimes it's software that you get or, pricing menus. I've heard all the things, but why don't you share with us some of your biggest takeaways, wins, and victories that you had in just the last 8 weeks?
Yeah, so to be totally honest, I was like one of the people that through like the first 4 weeks, I didn't have any new clients come in. But then all of a sudden at the end, I had a $5,000 a month law firm that I onboarded. And then I
What would
got,
you have charged in the past versus the 5,000 of what you ended up charging though?
I
So,
probably, yeah, I probably would have charged like 3,000 in
mhm.
the past. So I charged like an extra 2K.
So that was the total gain for the year of 24,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was
Yep.
the other one you had?
The other one was, so this is like a big financial transformation project, finance department transformation, and this is 15K a month for 3 months, and then 8,500 a month for outsourced controller services.
It's amazing. And what was the gain on that? Like compared to maybe what you would have charged 2 months ago before you had gone through our 8 week sales mastery course?
I probably charge them like double what I would have in the past. So
Wow.
say, I don't know, what's that, 7,500 times 3 months, and then on the controller services and the controller services like an extra 3K at least.
Yeah.
We have a 5 and a 4-year-old at home, so this is also why I couldn't get any traction on my sales process.
I love it. This is as organic as it gets. So you were saying on the controller CFO side, you probably would have charged what?
Probably like so on like the controller services at the end, probably I could see myself have charging like 5K. So I charged like an extra 35 per
Yeah,
month.
a month.
Yep.
That's a lot of money we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So, from your perspective, I'd love it if you can share because now you've been through it. For another firm owner that might think, well, Steve, that sounds too good to be true, because I'm sure that that went through your mind too. What would you share with another firm owner based on the success that you've built so far on the foundation in just the last 8 weeks in your firm?
Yeah, I would share that it's worth taking the jump because there's probably a lot of things that you maybe haven't thought of before. I think a lot of the getting into people's feelings and psychological aspects of it are things that I had no clue about before. And I think that really helped me. And I think about that not only in sales now, but I think about it in like a lot of my conversations just in
Yes.
life.
Yeah, right. So, what would you share with another firm owner, Steve, about your experience inside the 8 week sales mastery course? Like from the program flow perspective, the accountability, the coaching calls, the homework, the videos, like from your firm hat owner, being a bookkeeping and CFO firm owner, from your perspective, what was your experience like being inside the 8 week sales mastery course and working with us here at the Abundant Accountant?
Yeah, I think what I really liked about it was not only was it a course that I could watch the videos, but then there's homework being kind of graded and like suggestions being brought up. I thought that was super valuable. I think it's valuable to be in the class each week that runs once a week on Zoom, where you can hear about what other people are charging for similar services, the things that maybe their clients don't bat an eye at from a price standpoint. It was empowering.
Yeah, awesome. And any other comments that you have about the structure, the mechanics of the program, or how quickly you were able to implement different things you were learning on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I mean, the program goes quick. Like you do the homework one week and then you're like practicing that homework. I feel like it just, and it builds upon each other each week.
Mhm.
So by the time, I don't know, 8 weeks flew by for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you, Steve, so much for taking out the time to share your experience and your wins. I mean, those two were just, you knocked it out of the park, literally. I mean, those were massive. Because of those two wins, were you able to do anything else in your firm or in your life that you weren't able to before because you didn't have that revenue?
I hired 2 people.
Yeah.
So I hired 2 accountants that are working with me as just like 1099s, but it's like, it's a start and it's, I don't know, I feel like a real firm owner now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what has your family said about it? Has it improved anything with the family, the two kids, your significant other?
It has improved things. Yeah. So I was feeling like dead weight in our family before, but not anymore. It just has helped like our kids are 5 and 4. They're at like an interesting age, and we want to get them involved in activities. These two both need to be doing gymnastics, so I think we can
Because
sign them up for that.
they're doing gymnastics on you. Yeah, now you
Yeah.
have the financial freedom to really, do those extra things that maybe you just weren't doing, right?
Right. Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay, well, thanks again, Steve. Is there anything else you'd love to share with another firm owner that might also meet me on LinkedIn from a message or maybe from one of our Facebook ads even that you would love to share now that you've gone through this experience, you've worked with us, you've been in the 8-week sales mastery course, you've been through one of our sales calls, you've watched a lot of testimonials. Is there anything else that you feel compelled to share that maybe you didn't hear in a video or maybe I just didn't even ask you, but before we wrap up?
Yeah, I just think like thinking of like the abundant accountant, I do look at my firm from like a place of like abundance now. Like I've opened up capacity for like the right clients to come in. And I just think, it really doesn't take much. Like if you think about it to build an accounting firm, like you just need like 10 of the right clients instead of like wasting your time over the ones that don't value you.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
for sure.
Yeah, no, I love that. Well, thank you so much, Steve, for taking out the time to share with us and other firm owners that might be considering working with us. It's been an honor to watch your growth.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.